Hey folks, so in this video I want to talk a little bit about error messages, which are messages that your development environment will send you when it gets confused, doesn't know what to make of your of what you've written. So let's start with micro worlds. This is really handy to get a feel for when you're having problems, when your program's not doing what you want it to do. It's a good way to help track down where your problems are. So let's say, for example, we wrote a procedure called we want to get the volume of a cube. Okay. This is an example, by the way, from a cool course that I just got done taking from Coursera. It's called An Introduction to Interactive Programming with Python from Rice University. And is this the? Yeah. Anyway, so these are the guys that did Code Sculptor and gave me a lot of great ideas for this course. So anywho, oh yeah, so and specifically, let's see, John Greiner is the guy that does does the programming tips for that course. So let's see. So if we're going to make a logo procedure called volume cube side, it's going to output the side cube, right? Which is one way to write it: side times side times side, I guess. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Oh, and actually, I'm going to use this kind of notation, changing case for logo. Oops, too big. Okay. So now let's say I want to show the volume if the side is 7. It says, I don't know how to volume. So remember, in logo, generally when it says I don't know how to, that means first it tried to look it up in the list of all the logo primitives, right? Everything you can find in the vocabulary. And then if it couldn't find it in the vocabulary, then it looks at your procedures. Well, look here, my procedure name is not volume, it's volume cube, so that means I need to rewrite it. Okay. Now it works, 343. So when you have a spelling issue like that with the name of the procedure, logo says I don't know how to, and then the name of the procedure. So let's see, what does Python do? So let's do this. Let's make the same mistake over here. Let's say def volume cube side, and I can say return side in Python. I can just say star star, and then let's try. We'll say. Well, let's just say print volume cube. Oh, or here we're going to say print volume 7 because we want to make the same mistake, right? And let's see what kind of message we get. So here, the error we get is name error, okay? And it tells us the line. That's nice. Helps track down to the line. And it says name volume is not defined. So if we look at the name volume, oh yeah, then we can see it's not spelled the same. So let's make it volume cube, and that fixes it. Okay, so that's one error, kind of error that you can run into. Another one is, let's look at yeah, here's a good one. Sometimes, like, let's say we have a turtle on here, and we say, if we say forward 5, he'll just go forward 5, right? But if we give it some kind of input that doesn't really make sense, like say forward hello, he says forward does not like hello as input. Okay, so certain things are not going to work as inputs. So let's see, what if we, how does that translate over to Python world? You know, let's see. Well, I know there's this nice little function called random. I'm going to import random. I'll talk to you about importing this in a little bit, but for now I'm just going to type in import random, and then if I print random, actually we can look it up in the docs here, random module. So there's things called modules, and it says right here, so these are all the random operations. To use these operations, first import the module with import random. So that's what I was doing. I'm just basically, it's kind of like there are certain primitives in Python, just like there are primitives in Logo, but some of the primitives are kind of stuffed away in separate libraries that you have to import. Okay, so you have to, and this is also a standard thing that you'll see in languages like Java or C, that there are these libraries in addition to the regular kind of primitive things that you get with the language. You can also import things from different libraries. So we can pick one of these, like random int, say, to give us a random number within a certain range. Okay, so let's do that. Let's say print random int 7. Okay. Did I spell it wrong? Oh yeah. Okay, so first of all, okay, this is interesting. This is an attribute error. It says module object has no attribute random int. So random is the name of the module, and random int. So before, when I spelled something wrong, I got a name error. But when we're looking for a function that belongs to a particular module, that's considered to be an attribute of the module, and that's where we get this attribute error from. So let's take another look at the documentation. It's randint all lowercase. So let me fix that. Randint. Did I still spell it wrong? Oh yeah, not random, right? And now it says randint takes exactly 2 arguments and only 1 is given. Oh, so that's like our well, we'll go back to that one. I'm going to stick in the 2 arguments. Okay, so now we got a random number from 2 to 7. But what if we had stuck in a string here? So remember, we were looking at forward does not like hello as input. If we go over here and stick in a weird, let's stick in a hello over here, what happens? Type error. A must be a number. What does that A mean? Is that the first? Or even make this a quote 7. Let's see what happens. Yeah, B must be a number. So I guess the first parameter, or the first argument that you're giving it, is they refer to it as A, and the second one they refer to it as B. So you get a type error where in Logo you would say does not like such and such as input. In Python you get a type error. Okay. So let's fix that. And now let's go back to this, back to Logo. Remember, there was another one where if you didn't give it enough inputs, it would say forward needs more inputs. And we already saw that in, if we didn't give enough inputs over on this side, we get another type error. It says rand int takes exactly 2 arguments and only 1 was given. Okay, so how should we write this up? So basically what we're saying then is that let's see, I don't know how to in Logo is the same as, what did we get? That's a name error in Python. And I don't know what to do with was what? Let me just look at it again. Oops. Was type error. Alright, and let's say A must be a number. And this would have said, I don't know what to do with. Oh, well, no, I wouldn't have said that. Let's make this hello, because I don't want to confuse things. This would have said, I don't know what to do with hello, right? If we, oh yeah, let's check this one again. Print volume. We don't even have it defined right here, so let's just say, what's it say? Name error volume is not defined. So name error, name volume is not defined. What's nice about the code sculptor too is it tells you exactly what line, which won't always, it won't always be exactly, the error won't always be exactly on the line that it tells you, but it'll usually be close by. It'll be on it or close by usually. Okay, so I don't know how to, right? And then the other one was, oh yeah, needs more inputs, right? So like for needs more inputs, and for that one, let's comment these out. We would have something like print random rand int type error, and it tells you how many arguments were given too. And then there was one other one that was specific to Python, which was that attribute error, right? When we said print random dot, like spelling it wrong with a capital letter in there, it says attribute error. Okay, so these are all valuable things to know how to do. And like I said, there's this random, just this import random is just saying go to the library. Oh, in fact, what happens if I get rid of this and I write down a perfectly good print random rand int 0 to 10. Now here it says random's not defined, so only if I import it, then it'll work, okay? And you probably guessed by now it picks a random number between these two. And there's more details in the docs here under random module. Because actually, specifically what it does is picks a number, oh yeah, less, so the number that you pick is greater than or equal to, if it's 0 to 10, it'll be greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 10. Alright, so that's some of the some of your basic error messages.